So you've been running your business for a while, you've got your on hold set up, you've got your music playing, and then you get that call from an organisation called PRS, and you think, what's this about? Well, I'm about to tell you. I'm Lee, I'm the audio producer at onholdmessagingdirect.com. I'm also a composer, and so I've been involved in copyright matters for many years. So I'm going to explain this to you. I've heard it numerous times over the years. So what does it all mean? If you're in the UK, it will be PRS. And what they do is they look for businesses that they've not spoken to before. And they'll look for businesses that aren't paying any form of music licensing. So if you're a business in the UK and you're playing music in your premises, you have to pay a license to play that music. And PRS are the body that sort that out. They are the organisation that deal with that. And so that can be music in your premises that workers listen to, or it can be music that the public listen to in your shop, for instance. But it's also applicable to the music you play on your telephone when you've got customers waiting. It's down to copyright law, and in all countries there are bodies that look after copyright for music producers, composers and record labels. And in the UK, it's PRS that deal with this. So what happens is composers register their works, and then PRS are tasked with collecting royalties on behalf of the composers. So the first thing is, it's not a scam, it's a legitimate practice. Many people do think it's a scam because they may have never heard of them before. When you get this call, what they'll try and do is work out what kind of business you're running and how widespread the music use is in your business. And they'll also look at how big your business is and how many calls it gets. So if you're only a small company and you're only getting, say, 10 phone calls a day, they'll take that into account. And what they'll do, they will work out a fee that they will charge you every year for using music in your telephone system. Now, the figure, I can't really tell you because it varies so drastically from business to business, but it usually starts at about £100 a year. But you would have to contact PRS directly if you wanted to find out. That's if they've not already contacted you. Now, quite often, what small to medium-sized businesses do that maybe are on a little bit of a budget, they'll see that playing music over the phone and paying a license each year isn't really good value for them, so they just won't have any music. So that's when you hear companies that put you on hold and you're basically left in silence. Now, that's not ideal. It's proven that customers are lost when somebody is left in silence. So what's the answer? Well, other than not using any music, you can use royalty-free music. And what royalty-free music is where you pay once to use the music, and then you don't have to pay again. Now, when I say royalty-free music, that's what it's called. But the license for every royalty-free music provider is different. And weirdly, some providers don't allow on-hold use because the music's still registered in PRS. And PRS can then still phone the company and say, right, what's that music called? And then if it's in their database, they still are able to charge for its use. So what you need is a royalty-free provider that specifically says it can be used in a telephone on-hold system. And that's what we do at On Hold Messaging Direct. We've got a selection of music that can be used for a one-time fee. And if PRS phone you up, you can just refer them back to us and say it's royalty-free, licensed from On Hold Messaging Direct. And what you'll find is that, well, with ours and other providers of royalty-free music, it's usually a relatively small one-time fee, and then that's it done. There's no annual fees that you have to pay. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, please have a look at our website, onholdmessagingdirect.com. And if you've got any questions, please do get in touch or leave a comment below. We'll be happy to help.